All right. Good morning, on time. Good morning. We get ready to start our multicultural celebration. The intro is very long because it was like really bad, everybody. So this is the very first multicultural festival for on time, everybody. So we can go ahead and get started for the sake of time. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be spotlighting 12 countries here today. And this is the first annual On Time Industry Multicultural Celebration. It's a mini one this year and have a lot more time than usual because after 21 days fasting and praying, I had to put this all together. So next year it'll be a lot more exciting, a lot more entertaining, and you can celebrate everything virtually. So we're going to go ahead and open up in prayer and get ready for our virtual multicultural celebration. Lord, we thank you today as we come before you, as we share the different countries in the Multicultural Festival for on time. I pray every man, woman, child is tuning into the live replay will receive this good news in their life, God. Lord, we just thank you and honor you on this first Sunday. That all things work together for our good, for our purpose, and for the will of our life, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. All right, good morning again on time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first country we have right here is Vatican City. Catholicism in the official region of Venice City. The Vatican City is the center of the Roman Catholic Church and the seat of the Pope. The Pope is not only the Bishop of Rome and head of the Roman Catholic Church, but also the head of the Vatican City State. So as you can see right here on time, this is what that looks like. It was actually supposed to be a video, but by my presentation not really working the way I had to. I kind of had to do it a little bit like this today. So this is just showing you an example of what I'm sharing with you all this morning, everybody. So we're going to go and get to the next one. Good morning for those who are tuning in. All right, the next one we're talking about is Pitcairn Island. The people of Island in the South Pacific first learned about the biblical Sabbath from John Tate in 1886. Okay, and the story of the pinnacle has become deeply entrenched in the history of the Seven-Day Adventist churches in South Pacific. So you see this island right here, everybody. Like again, this is supposed to be a video, but yeah, my regular presentation didn't work. So this is what this island looks like here, and their religion is Seven Day Advantage, and what that is those folks who go to church on Saturday. Okay, and they pray and worship on Saturday. So that's what Seven-Day Adventists is. The Catholic religion have theirs. Seven-Day Adventists have their religion, I should say. All right. Mostly like, what is this about? It's educating you on time about the different religions and what their beliefs, what what their religion is. That's what the whole multicultural celebration is all about. It would have been more fun and active, but by the time frame of me doing it after the fasting and 21 days fasting praying, I have just X amount of days to do it. So this is just what it is right now this year, but next year it's going to be a lot more exciting. All right. So the next country we're going to talk about is Somalia. Religious compass of Somalia. According to the CIA World Facts Book, Christianity religion for the majority of Somalia as a Presbyterian is the most popular denomination of Christianity practiced in the country. 52.6 of the populations are Presbyterian Christians. Among them, Congregationalists and Methodists represent 29 and 12% of the population. Respectively, other popular Presbyterian sectors include the Assembly of God and the Seventh-day Adventist, and following the account of 6.8 and 4.1% of the country's popular, respectively. Somalia also has a significant number of Roman Catholics and Moros, who represent 18.8% and 16.9% of the population, respectively. The worship center had affiliated of 2.8% of the population. Followers of other Christian sectors and other religions account for 6.3 and 2.4 half of the population of Somalia. Respectively, only 0.2 of the people of Somalia do not believe in religion. So they have a different understanding in this culture, as you can see, the Semalos. So you can dig a little deeper on time to get a little bit. I just want to kind of give you an understanding of what that looks like. So the next one I want to share with you all is the East Tamarind. So let me see how can I see this one up here. All right, give me a second. This one here. got me like, woo. All right, the East Tamron has been. I'm trying to read it because it's so freaking small. Ooh man, give me a second, everybody. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do. Let me see if I can drag it so I can see it. Alright. So the East Tamron. I'm going to read the bottom part since I can't see the top part of it. The religion of Roman Catholicism is what is it? 96.9% Presbyterian evangelists and 2.2% of and 3.3%. Let me turn this light off so I can get a better sample of seeing what that looks like, everybody. Because this light really bothering my eyes. All right, let me see. Um, Give me a second. I'm trying to see through this. Oof. So pretty much with the East Timer, it's basically talking about it's a Roman Catholic religion. I'm not able to see it because it's like really tremendously small. I'm trying to see if I can make it bigger, but unfortunately that's not the case. But the East Timer, and I want to pull it up. Let me pull it up here so that way you can all get an understanding. And because that screen is really extremely small. And I hope the rest of the presentation is not small either. I was like really struggling to see it. I'm going to give you the background history of it, so you won't be like, "That's what he's talking about." So, the East Tamron is the Roman Catholicism, which was introduced to the island by the Portuguese missionaries in the 16th century. Today, around 90% of the population is Catholic. Okay, so that's what that looks like here. All right. Now I'm gonna read a little bit more from the article that I just pulled up because the screen is. Whew. All right, give me a second, OTO. Oof. I'm not sorry about that, everybody. I thought that one slide was bigger, but you can't get everything the way you want it, unfortunately. And then my throat acting up. It's crazy. All right. East Timor is one of the few countries in Asia with a Christian majority. However, Muslims forms a significant minority. Analyzing the belief in spiritual or gods who inhabit natural objects and phantoms is also in practice. All right, so this just gives you an insight about what their beliefs are, and they focus pretty much on the Roman Catholic Church perspective of what that looks like. And I'm gonna say the role of the religion in the East Tamar history is significant. So I'm gonna read a little bit about that. The religion has played a significant role in East Timor history. Christianity was introduced to the region by Portuguese colonists in the 16th century, and since the East Timor has been a prenuptial Catholic country, however, there has been a strong presence of Islam in East Timor as well, particularly in the northeast part of the country. East Timor religion diversity has often been a source of conflict, but also a source of strength and unity. Today, religion remains an important part of East Timor's culture, identified as Catholic churches, and can be found in nearly every village. And religious festivals are all part of the East Timor social calendar. Islam also continues to play a significant role in the lives of many East Timorans, particularly in the northeast. The majority of the population is Roman Catholic, and the churches has majority influence in the country's development. However, there is also significant Muslim minorities, and religious tension has sometimes led to violence. So, what we're talking about here on one time is pretty much two different type of religions. They're talking about the Catholic Church. They're talking about there have been different develops of Islam and Muslim cultures and stuff. So they have a little bit of everything going on here in this country. So I just want to kind of give you an insight about what that looks like. All right. So the next one I want to share with you all is Amarlana or Armana. Amarna was converted into Christianity at 300 CE, becoming the first kingdom to adopt the religion after the asserting king Taron III was converted by Saint Gregory the Illuminator. The Amorites have therefore maintained an ancient and rich liturgic Christian liturgy tradition, believing Amorites today belong mainly to the Amorite Apostle Orthodox Church or the Amorite Catholic Church and commute in Rome. So this is what their belief and religious system of their standpoint. I hope this one not small, y'all. All right, the next country we're talking about is Malta. Its primary focus on Roman Catholicism and the official religion of Melton. But there is full freedom of religion beliefs. More than 9/10 of the Mountains are Roman Catholics. However, only about 3/5 of these their faith. The islands are independent providers of the church, with archbishops of Melton and Descending and Guzan. Very small numbers of Mountain were inherited of other Christian denominations or Islam. There, the Roman Catholic Cathedral at Medan and Vatican, and excuse me, and Argentine Catholic Cathedral and Venice. Let me turn my camera off because I can't see the last part. So that's what that looks like in that country. So they're practicing, and that's what there is Roman Catholicism. All right, all right. The next slide we're going to everybody is the next country is entitled Venezuela. Freedom of the religion in Venezuela is guaranteed by constitution, although the vast majority of the people are at least normally extreme of the Roman Catholic religion, tolerated in general observant. Various Presbyterian sects form the large minority groups, and there are small groups of Jews, Muslims, some Hindu people continue to practice their traditional religions, while many have converted to Catholicism, especially those who settle clutter around riverside mission stations. The Roman Catholic churches is officially apolitical, but mainly priests and bishops have become involved in political events. Some by exposing literally liberal theological and edited for social economic reform, and others by acting against liberal and radical government practices. So that's what they practice in Venezuela. All right, number nine. Bad, bad thing. So we're talking about Greece. All right, so now we're gonna have to look that up because it's too small. All right, give me a second, OT. I know you like Pastor. What's going on? I thought these presentation slides were big enough for you all to see. My eyes is telling on me and it's telling the absolute truth. You made it too small, girl. So that's just gonna make me do better next year with our multicultural celebration. So the Greek religion is they practice. They talks about in Greeks, Christianity, particularly the Greece Orthodox churches in the dominant religion in Greece. In 2015, 90% of the population identified as Greek Orthodox. Other religions were smaller numbers of the followers, including Islam, Catholic, Evangelist, Hebrew pledging, Skirting, Hinduism. Some Greek identify as uh, activists or atheists. Religion is a Greek, personalized, with 92% believing God. Greece is not a sector state, and Greek Orthodox is the official religion. So they believe in Orthodoxy, and that's a practice that believe in. And what that looks like in Greece is a religious practice in ancient Greece and composed of a collection of belief, rituals, and methodological in forms of both popular public religions and culture practice that are application of modern concept. So they have a different belief system at that, and what they stand for in the Greek Orthodox churches, everybody, which I'm not going to get in very much detail, but I just want to kind of give you the background of what their beliefs in. They have different, very other religions that others may follow in that country. Okay. The next one, everybody, is Africa and what their background history is. All right. From my understanding, African practice Christianity. All right, so I'm gonna give you a background. We're just gonna go ahead and wing it at this point because these letters in this presentation is extremely small. African religion is a multi-based and has an influent culture, art, culture, and philosophy. It includes enduring religions of African people, which have common notions of God, of a creative God, and empathize maintaining the harmony relationship with the divine power. It also includes Christianity and Islam, which are the major religion in Africa today, but are often combined with tradition and belief practices. So what that looks like all the time is they have Christianity, they have Islam, and they have different belief systems and different values of what they believe in, I should say. All right. The next one, everybody, is Tanja. All right. Religion is an important aspect of Tongan society, and the most Tongan families are the members of the Christian church. About one third of the Tongans belong to the Freedom Western Methodist Church, and nearly one fifth are morals, and there are small but significant portions of Roman Catholics and the members of the Free Church of Tonga. The remaining belong to smaller, most Presbyterians and denominations. The Tanja language is taught in primary schools and is the official language in addition to English, which is studied as a second language. So that's their background history in that country. And I believe we have one more. The next one and the final one is San Marino. San Marino is a pre-domain Catholic state. Over 90% of the population prefer the Catholic faith, but Catholicism is not the established religion. Approximately half of those who prefer to be Catholic practice the faith. There is no episcopal set. San Marino historical, the various proceeding in San Marino were divided between two Italian descended in most in the dining of the Marmara and partly in the zoning of the Ram in 1977. The border between Mara and Ram was readjusted so that all the Saint Mara fall with the descending of Maron. The Bishop of Santa Mauro reside in Pelosin in Italy. However, there is a provision under the income tax rule that the taxpayers have the right to request their allotting a lot of 0.3% of their income taxes to Catholic churches or to other charities. The churches include the two religious groups of the Wesleyan and the Jehovah Witness. So today that concludes our celebration of our multicultural everybody. I just thank all who's tuning in. You can watch this in the replay. I've shared it through all the group pages. This is something new. It was very short. I had to kind of maneuver a little bit. Next year's multicultural celebration will be a lot more exciting, I should say. And we'll be spotlighting 12 more countries on next year around this time, ladies and gentlemen. So I just want to just pray over you all as I end this live. Lord, I just thank you for the time of just sharing and educating the men and women and children as we celebrate our multicultural celebration for one time. I just pray the knowledge and the wisdom that was shared today will help them get a better understanding about the different religions and the different cultures that is around us, God. Touch our hearts and touch our minds to understand you clearly and everywhere we go. Lord, Father, Lord, we honor you and praise you on this given day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, one time. Thank you all for tuning in. You can follow, like, and subscribe to all One Time Ministry platform. I'm getting ready to head over to Lady United Ministries to do our segment as well as our book club segment. I just pray all of you are blessed by this topic and the celebration. You all have a fantastic and a wonderful Sunday. God bless.